Welcome back to the Trials of Gideon. What I noticed through my journals, reading daily entries, is that not everything's going to apply for every situation that someone may be involved in. These journals were written prior to boot camp all the way through into my discharge. Now, I haven't studied any form of pure counseling, psychology, or any sort of mental health professions. I do know that it is a hard struggle for many people either transitioning into or exiting out of the military. I, in my opinion, have had my trials that nearly took me to the edge. I had failed marriages, but only been divorced once. My second marriage has been recovered. I have had struggles maintaining custody, which now I have full custody of my son from my first marriage. I was a transition from the Army into the Marine Corps, and because being a service member already, I was having other requirements on me that are stricter than any other recruit. That's because I was considered already a military member. And I was not by all means a terrible soldier. I had achievement medals, a Soldier of the Cycle award. I was on the fast track to NCO, but I really wanted to go to war. And it had nothing to do with really leaving my parents' house. And although some of the entries make it seem like I was very aggressive, I always found myself to be controlled and control my environment. I always loved my parents. I just never wanted to disrespect them or be a failure in their eyes. Maybe that's why I kept trying to achieve more. I felt like either I was going to ebb back into being a child living under their roof, and I was never going to be something they could be proud of. And that really does affect a person's well-being, which is why I hope some of these videos are helpful to any member, whether male or female, when they have family issues at home. All of my experiences have been a hard struggle. I've been hooking and jabbing since day one. I know for a fact I'm not an exception to that rule. Many of my friends were experiencing problems at home for whatever reason it was. However, when I was discharged in 2005, I hit a hard wall. And suicide was one of those things I had to overcome. Plenty of times I sat there just wanting to finish it off. It was the easy way out. When I was going through the hard divorce, I thought about finishing off. Easy way out. Going through custody struggles, going through financial debt, trying to find a way to manage my social life as well as my professional life. I worked at Home Depot. I was a commercial diver. I was a contractor. Yeah, I did security. I got into a corporate environment. There was ups and downs with those as well. So I could go ahead and read this journal and the other one, page by page, but I feel that won't be beneficial to anyone. I know most of the problems that people would like to hear would be when I married a stripper, when I found out my ex-wife was pregnant, when I went to Mexico and I was put on a threat list because I didn't have the proper IDs to come back. How I overcame those disadvantages, applying for law enforcement and getting flagged because my ex-wife was a meth addict. So those are things that really discourage people in the day-to-day world, where they figure, it's just much easier to give up than to keep pushing on. And guess what? If you're a veteran, you're a military member, you're better than that. You are much, much better than that. Now, I'm not doing these videos to get a million views. That'd be nice, and it would be helpful for me. However, to be very cliche, but also very honest, I want to help others. They say military suicide is on the rise. I could believe that. I think it's a shame when my brothers and sisters who served in the military survived their tours, whether it be one tour, 5 tours, or more, and they come home and they finish the job themselves. We need to work alongside it, and many times we just don't know where to go. So hopefully there could be a tidbit from one of my videos, whether it's having a little bit of fun with bushcraft or coming along and reading my journals or any other tips that I put out. Even if there's a little bit of help, at least you know there's somebody there that's probably been through it or could associate with it. So as always, please subscribe, leave some comments, ask some questions, and most of all, thank you.